If what the children say is true, then we may be looking at some kind of paedophilic cult that has infiltrated some of Hampstead's churches. This seems to be an extraordinary claim, but we're about to offer evidence that may be cause for concern. Before we start, we have to ask you, as usual, to remember that we are looking at allegations here. All the people we are about to mention may be entirely innocent of any wrongdoing, but our aim is to rescue two children who are imprisoned in the UK care system, where they are at risk from their abusive father, and we will continue our investigations and continue sharing them with the world until those children have been returned to their loving mother or their grandparents. So we hope that anyone we are incorrectly implicating will, in this case as good Christians, understand how important this is, given the severity of the children's allegations. The children have provided a drawing of a woman called Vanessa Fitzpatrick. They allege that Vanessa Fitzpatrick is abusing them, her own children, and others, and hosting sacrifice, blood drinking, and baby flesh eating at her house. They also allege that Vanessa Fitzpatrick brings babies back from South Africa, and that she may sell pornography there. The children allege that her husband, George, is a builder who installs secret rooms and escape routes for members of the cult. The children also allege that a Suzanne Pinkerton is one of the wickedest abusers. So it is with deep concern that we see both these women listed in the Hampstead Parish Church Annual Report 2012. And last week, when we visited the church's website, we could see a Vanessa Fitzpatrick listed as the children's champion. The church has now removed her name from the website, but we don't know whether they have removed Vanessa from the church. We also note that the church contributes to an Angola, London and Mozambique association, and Angola and Mozambique are of course South Africa. When we look at the church's Facebook page, we're reminded that alleged abuser and parent Bianca Wessel is a friend, along with Mark Unwin, the husband of alleged abusing teacher Katie Unwin. We also see the name Wilmer, and wonder if this woman is related to Christchurch teacher Claire Wilmer. We do not have any evidence to suggest that this is the case, but the children tell us that this cult is intergenerational. Their father, Ricky Dearman, was abused by his parents, who also apparently, allegedly, abused the children. As we rummage through this church's Facebook page, we note with interest that it is friends with St John of Hackney. Emily Ovenden, the daughter of artist Graham Ovenden, and her mother Anne, his estranged wife, are also closely involved with that church. It has been alleged that Graham Ovenden, Annie Ovenden, artist Peter Blake, and others were in the 1970s members of a cult that abused children. This cult, it is alleged, hid behind what was called the Brotherhood of Ruralists, founded on spring equinox 1975. It has also been alleged that the poppies that you can see in this painting are a reference to the paedophilic drugging of children using opiates. Graham Ovenden, who was found guilty of indecency and indecent assault against children in 2013, was mentored by the famous Hampstead poet, Sir John Betjeman. One of the bells at Christchurch, Hampstead, has a John Betjeman quote inscribed upon it, and another of its bells was donated by the family of John Betjeman's publisher. Christchurch, Hampstead is of course the centre of the children's allegations, and says on its trustees page on the Charity Commission website that it has designated as its sole charity the Diocese of Wiawso, a province of the Church of England in Ghana. Unfortunately, Wiawso is a noted supplier of babies for trafficking. It states on this website that it's possible to buy babies and children from the local plantation managers. Finally, on to St Luke's Church, Hampstead, where we see that alleged abuser Alistair Tressida is the vicar. Again, these are only allegations, but we feel the children's claims should be taken more seriously and that they should be sent back to Russia, where they will be safe and able to begin their journeys of recovery. We are continuing our investigations into their allegations and the Hampstead churches and will share any findings to our viewers on the internet. We encourage anyone who has any information to post it to the link below.